Okay. There we go again. Boom. And we're in. Yes. Nah, he's only a little dude. Oh, that was a good one. That's 3 times he's... That's 4. That's 5. There we go. Boom. There's 2. They always feel like bigger fish when they're in the weeds. Oh. Oh. He's in. He's in. He's in. Yes. Oh, a nicer fish. Now that we've got a couple of fish under our belt, I wasn't expecting anything this morning, but we got a couple of little ones. Let's talk about the minefield that is lures. For people that are just starting out, even people like me that have been lure fishing for quite some time now, I walk into a tackle shop or online or whatever, and there's so many lures. There's thousands of them. There's different colors, there's different sizes, there's different shapes. There's just so many of them. In this video, I'm going to run through some of the lures that I keep in my boxes that I take with me on every single session, and in my opinion, you should have these in your box as well. We're going to start with the one that I was using this morning. This is a Pachinko 100 millimeter, and the color of it is 500G. It's brown on top, you got a pink in the middle, and it's got a white belly. This thing casts like a bullet, and it catches fish, man. I mean, a lot of the fish that I've had this year have been on that lure. They come in 3 or 4 different sizes. I think there's an 85 millimeter. You've got the 100 millimeter. You can get the 125, and I think it's 140 millimeter. The 125 is okay for around the south coast where I fish. The 140 I think is a little bit big. The Pachinko 100 is absolutely perfect. I've had little fish, big fish, medium fish on this lure right here. The next one that I want to talk about, I've only found this year, and it is a silent salt skimmer from IMA Lures. This one is chartreuse. I'll just call it yellow. And white belly. It's yellow, white, and it's got an orange belly. I've only started using the silent salt skimmer this year, and it's an amazing lure. I've had some pretty awesome fish on this lure. It is 110 millimeters. The shape of it, when you go out, if you look at the bait fish, they're long. Bait fish are like this shape. They're not short, they're not stubby, they're long. So this profile of this lure is absolutely perfect. It's long like a bait fish, it's shaped like a bait fish, and it swims absolutely like an injured bait fish. You've got the walk the dog action, and as you're walking the dog, it also bobs up and down, up and down, up and down. I would say the only thing with this lure, if you're fishing a lot of weed and you're fishing shallow water, because it's so long, when it sits in the water, it'll sit like that. And a lot of the time, that bottom hook, you'll catch it on weed, it'll fill up with weed. That changes the action of the lure. It won't walk the dog properly, it gets really heavy, and it bogs down. I'm not saying that it's a bad lure, because it is a very, very good lure. Remember, IMA Lures, silent salt skimmer, it'll catch you fish. Another lure that I use that you should have in your box is an IMA Chappie. This is the IMA Chappie 100. The color is something ammo. It kind of looks like the 500G. This is the 100 millimeter. I think it's a little bit too big for where I fish. I use the Chappie 80. Let me see if I can grab it here. Please excuse the hook rash. it has been used quite often because it catches fish. I can't remember what this color is called, but it's black on the top. It's got your silver. I mean, this 100% looks like an injured bait fish. And when you're using smaller lures, if I'm using a Patch 100 and that's not working, I'll drop down to the Chappie 80. It seems to entice a bit more fish, man. I mean, my favorite lure of all time this year. And I've started using this lure about 3 years ago. It didn't pop on to the UK market and take off until just recently. And that, my friends, is the Fisher S Petite. If you don't have one of these in your box, get one in your box and get one in there now. There's a whole bunch of colors. This one's a hot belly glass. It's kind of the body's kind of see-through, and it's got the little orange bit right under the chin. That attracts fish. Why does it? I don't know, but it does. The swimming action on these is phenomenal. You can twitch the lure quickly and it side to side like so. You can twitch it slower and it goes big, giant arc. You can even get it to dive. You can get it to pop. Just get one or 10. They come in loads of colors. Like I said, this is hot belly glass. The mullet pattern. You've got another favorite of mine, white and flash. My absolute go-to 100% is the flashy shad, Tennessee shad. I haven't used this much just because it's beautiful. That is a pretty lure. They come in 3 different sizes. So where is she? You've got the 110, the 95, and I believe they also come in a 70. Now we're gonna go to soft plastics. I've never really been a soft plastic kind of guy, and I think it's just I think it's only because I couldn't get to grips with them. But once you get to grips with the soft plastic, it's so much fun and it attracts so much fish. One that I started using this year is the Fishes Mojo Crawl. Look at the appendages on that, man. I mean, they're just, oh, it's lovely. The only thing I don't like about this lure is that it casts like a paper bag because of all the appendages and stuff. So it's a short range lure. If you're gonna cast into 2-3 feet of water right in front of you, then fine. I mean, it'll cast, but it's not going to cast like a Patch or an S Petite. This is a short range lure. Cast it out, plops in the water. The Cheb, I like to rig it on a 4-0 weedless hook. It's soft, so if you get hit, that is just, I mean, you got a hook set. These pikes coming up, man, those are going to be pike magnets. I'm not a fan, like I was saying, of soft plastic lures because I don't know how to work them. The Fishes S Petite soft shad has changed my whole entire outlook on soft plastic lure fishing. These little ridges on the tail just move the water. They make movement. I don't know how else to say it. They make movement in the water and they attract fish. The swimming action on them, that, if I didn't know any better, would be a minnow. I mean, check out the swimming action on these things. Even the little bait fish are following it. It's been in the water for about 10 seconds so I can make this video and it's already attracting fish, man. This is the last one I'm going to talk about for right now. A 16-gram wobbly. Preferably this color. I can't tell you what this color is because I forget the name of it. This thing will cast a mile. It's tiny. It's only a little guy. 16 grams, but it casts like a bullet and it catches fish. The best way I found to use this one is you cast it out. As soon as it hits the water, lift your rod tip up, let your rod tip down, the sink and draw method. 9 times out of 10, the fish will hit this lure on the drop. So in my opinion, those are the lures that everyone should have in their box. If you want to catch more fish, chappie, wobbly, salt skimmer, espetite, fishes, soft shad. Don't forget a chappie AT. Don't forget an espetite. Don't forget a wobbly and a Pachinko 100. Lure fishing does not have to be a minefield. It doesn't have to be confusing. Go out, get yourself soft plastic, topwater lure, and maybe a medium diving lure and a sinking lure. That's all you need, man. Get out there and go fishing.